boom. 12 Dem staffers charged with voter fraud, proves Trump right. If you listened to the liberal media up until last year, you'd have thought that voter fraud was a myth. That's because for decades they've strongly pushed the narrative that it never happens, and that conservative concern about it is just an attempt to pass laws to make it harder for Democratic supporters to vote. The obvious reason they've pushed this narrative so hard is precisely because as a party, they actively engage in election shenanigans and don't want to get caught. However, this past presidential election saw the left do a complete reversal, as they've suddenly begun claiming that conservatives committed fraud to get Trump elected. But despite their best efforts, no evidence has been produced to show that any fraud occurred, at least on the conservative side. As reported at USA Newsflash, to no one's surprise, 12 Democratic officials have been arrested and charged with voter fraud. Local prosecutors in Marion County, Indiana, have charged 12 employees of a Democratic-linked voter recruitment organization of submitting fraudulent voter registration applications prior to the 2016 election. According to the Associated Press, these criminals sent in an unknown number of fake voter applications. The guilty organization is managed by Patriot Majority USA Group with strong ties to Democratic Party. The investigation scoured 56 counties where the organization collected 45,000 applications. Despite ample evidence of their crimes, Patriot Majority is still denying they engaged in any illegal activity. We looked onto the statewide voter registration system and noticed that there had been an unusually high number of date of birth and first name changes, the Secretary of State's office told CNN. A search warrant unsealed on November 14 says some workers admitted to falsifying registrations, saying they were threatened that they'd lose their jobs if they didn't register enough people every day. Marion County Prosecutor Terry Curry said that, by giving someone a financial motive to meet a quota, is what caused these canvassers to cut corners and do things that not only undermined the goal of having legitimate registered voters but led to a situation where we allege it bled over into criminal conduct. The exact number of fraudulent applications, and the subsequent votes it gained for the Democratic Party is still unknown. It's hard to believe that this is an isolated incident. Registering dead folks and illegals, or using left-wing groups to drive folks to multiple polling stations is Democratic Party's way of doing things. They not only shamelessly refuse to protect the integrity of our elections, they try to rig them as well. But such is the way of the left. By any means necessary is their mantra, and it's something we should keep in mind as we battle them for control of America.